This is a Rogue Media Network production.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. Today's conversation is one of those that just makes you smile because it's about family, creativity, and the joy of stepping into something together. Joining me today, the Maddox family, Rick, Simone, and their beautiful daughters, Aria and Chloe, who truly are a working actor family. With honesty, they describe themselves a little like the Von Trapp family, but the Von Trapp family troupe, acting troupe. And Rick, of course, you've been on the show before. You
Yes,
have an extensive background, though, as an actor and an acting coach. And we talked about that in one show. You said, I just want to talk about text-bet trees. So that's what we did our segment around. Golly, I think it was around Veterans Day, wasn't it? It may have been back in November. And so quickly, text-bet trees is just doing fabulously.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we were nominated by some clients for the the Best of Waco for 3 categories. So tree service, fencing, and landscaping. So just super excited.
Well, and it's an awesome business because you focus on veterans, and it's just such a wonderful business. So you need to come back and we'll just talk trees and landscaping, which I love, gardening and all that. But you have an extensive background as an actor and a coach, and serve as artistic director of Playhouse West Dallas, and it's rooted in the teachings of the legendary Sanford Meisner.
Yes, ma'am.
So we want to talk a little bit about that, but Simone, your wonderful wife, your beautiful wife Simone, has a story that's remarkable as well. After years focusing on the family, she returned to the stage in a big way, and now you've performed internationally. Including at London's historic Old Globe Theatre, that's the original Shakespearean thing. Done a lot of productions and that sort of thing. Wonderful set designer. And in fact, you won the Queen's Trophy Award for your Downton Abbey float in the Rose Parade.
That is correct, yes. I've done quite a lot in my little
You
life.
have done an amazing thing. But now you are starring in The Odd Couple, Waco Civic Theatre version. This is the female version, and that's opening up later this week.
That is. It's going to be opening up on the 9th, so after the weekend after Easter. It'll be a Thursday opening night. So it's the 9th of April, and yes, it's The Odd Couple. So obviously the wonderful play and the film, which would have had Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau in it, which
It's
is
a
fabulous.
classic.
Oh, I watched that with my mom a lot, and and then Neil Simon, the writer, created the female version. So we have now the female version of The Odd Couple. So
And I've never seen that.
I've never seen it not on stage either. I've read it, but I've never seen it. And they never made a film of it. So this is exciting for me. And it's a really great character, great cast. I'm really blessed. Very funny ladies and
So
gentlemen
you're
that are in
playing
it.
Florence Unger.
I am playing Florence Unger. So it's one of the 2 leads, which would be Felix, which would have been Jack Lemmon's character in the movie. And,
Right.
And then Olive, who's played by Amy Dumas. And we have the lovely Ray Minarchik-Lowe, who is our director. And we have a great cast. And it's just really fun. It's going to be a laugh a minute. So it's 2 best friends who are thrown together to live together. And they're absolute polar opposite people. One is like a slob, and the other one is very, very neat. And it's just the kind of hilarity of it's just very funny. And I get to be manic and very dramatic, which is always fun. And I was saying to my husband, because my husband teaches Meisner, and I was like, "You're really not." I'm indicating all over the place. It's just I'm having a laugh. Like one minute I've got a backache, the next minute I've got a neckache, then I'm like making weird noises, sinus problems.
Oh yeah, I remember the whole sinus
screaming,
thing.
crying, like hysterics. It's so much fun. So I get to be absolutely big, and hopefully people will find it amusing.
Well, and I want to get to to the daughters, Aria and Chloe, both seasoned performers, each in the third or fourth production at Civic Theatre. And you are currently going to be starring in Shrek the Musical, and that's coming up after
Yes.
Odd Couple closes.
That's correct.
Right,
yes.
and
at the
that's
Waco Civic as well.
at Waco Civic Theatre. So I'm going to talk to everybody about all this, but I'm going to go back to Rick. Let's talk about the whole Meisner method and your acting school, because we didn't get to touch any of that when you were on the show before. And this is something you just travel back and forth to Dallas and work with really serious acting students.
Yes, ma'am. So we have quite a few students that are in shows right now, TV shows. And it's really the school. The conversation started with my teaching partner, Tamara Osborne, who had also trained at the LA studio for about 5 or 6 years, as I did. And funny enough, throwback to Neil Simon. So the last play I was in was with Jeff Goldblum, and it was a Neil Simon play in LA. And Jeff and I became fast friends, but him and Robert Carnegie opened up the school in 1981. It's been around for a very long time. Mr. Meisner sat in the seats for the last decade of his life. It was just an incredible, I wasn't there for that, but I got the benefits of those teachings. And then when we had the opportunity, when Mr. Carnegie said, yeah, you can open up in Dallas, Miss Tamara and I opened up 2 years ago, and we have just kind of word of mouth. It's just continued to grow and really bring something, I think, fresh into that market. So it's been, I love it. I could teach for 12 hours a day.
He does. He loves it. He loves it.
Yeah, so I teach on a Tuesday night, and I drive up, commute just that one night, and then Tamara
right.
teaches on Saturday.
So briefly, how did you get into acting to begin with? And I know you told me your story about being a veteran and kind of wondering, what am I going to do when you were finished with your military service?
Yes, ma'am. Well, yeah, it's something I actually didn't really, I always made people laugh and did like Jim Carrey impressions and stuff in high school, but I never really thought of it. And I think when I got back from the military and I got out, I was always a goofball. Even in the military, on the non-crazy moments, I was always cracking jokes. And I don't know, I kind of stumbled into it. And I said, well, I'm going to go up to Stella Adler and train at the conservatory up there in New York and really take it seriously. And then it just kind of changed my life. I just really went for it and gave it a shot. So,
Yeah.
and then,
In fact, now that I recall, it was sort of a blessing. There were a lot of people that were up for that spot to go to the acting school, and you were.
Oh yes, yeah. So it was a conservatory program. So there was only about 18 students they accepted. We had about, I think it was like 600-700 that auditioned for it. So it was. I just knew if I that was kind of with between me and God. I'm like, Lord, if I get this, that's it, full tilt, we're going.
Yeah.
And once I got that call, it was actually Stella Adler's grandson that I got the call from, Tom, and
Really?
I was like, let's go. And there's
So
more
you've done a lot. You've done a lot of acting yourself. Recently cast in a new role.
Yes, ma'am. So I can't really talk to the show creator this morning. I can't really mention much about it, but it's a new pilot series in the biotech region. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
And I've been cast as a series regular in it, so it's pretty exciting. So I can't really say too much about it, but I'm kind of, I guess, getting back into acting after COVID and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, and that's being shot where, in Dallas, or?
Yes, ma'am, in downtown Dallas. Yeah.
Okay. Texas is really coming on with.
Booming.
Yeah, with all kinds of all kinds of opportunities for actors. It seems like. So that's a little, and also you're doing a civic theater thing.
I am, as of recent, yes. I didn't plan that. My wonderful wife is, I can't not tell you how overly excited I am about my wife getting back into acting. I think she's one of the best actors I have seen, and I've worked with a lot. She's fantastic. She's got an amazing background. So I'm super excited about that. And then my children as well. That's just like, I can't even think of anything greater. But Petra, the wonderful Petra Williams, who is just a light and incredible actress herself, and mother and director and wife, she had texted me and said, hey, we're doing this thing. I'd really want you to come be a part of it. I've worked with Petra in a few things in the past, and I can't say no to Petra. So she's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's
She's
why I
amazing.
work with
So
her, yeah.
I will figure it out. But she cast me as Ralph, the stage manager in Kiss Me Kate.
In Kiss Me Kate.
Which is my first musical. So
I love that. That's what I love about Civic Theater. You know, so many opportunities for people to do something for the first time. So.
yeah.
And under Kelly McGregor and what they've done with that,
Yes.
what we've done with the Civic and what Kelly's done with the Civic and the team that
Oh,
she's
yeah.
that are under her.
Extraordinary.
And Kelly is in
She
Kiss Me
is,
Kate.
and she sings like an
She's
angel.
she is such an amazing performer
So
herself.
I've never heard Kelly sing before.
you hadn't?
Oh my gosh,
Oh, yeah,
no.
yeah.
But I've heard. But I got to sit in the cast reading, and
Yeah.
it was, oh wow, yeah, that's.
Oh, she's amazing.
Wow, that's it. It was kind of just shocked me a bit. It's incredible.
She's
Incredible.
Okay, so since we're dropping names, all right, Simone, tell me about your mother. Your mother, who's still in London.
Yes, my mother is 87 in May. So my mother, so we'd be, Aria and Chloe are third generation actresses. My mother was an actress in Rome during the Dolce Vita period, so in the 60s, 1960s in Italy. And she has a very impressive resume. She was famously in Barbarella. So she was one of the ladies with Jane Fonda in Barbarella.
We got to find a picture. We got to.
I can send you lots of pictures.
Please, okay.
And she was, she worked with so many famous actors. She screen kissed Sean Connery in Dr. No, but she didn't get the part, but she still got to screen.
She still got to kiss him on screen.
And then she was actually asked out on a date by Roger Moore. So that's 2 James Bonds. That's not bad, really.
No.
That's not bad going. And then
Marlon Brando's phone
she
number.
had Marlon
yeah.
Brando because she knew Marlon Brando's girlfriend, so she had his phone number. And she went to a party with Frank Sinatra.
Oh,
So,
Blue Eyes, yeah.
So it's pretty amazing her life and who she's known. I mean, I've done pretty well.
Yes, you have.
I thought of my career and my resume, and I was like, I mean, I can't say that. Like, that's like superstar status. But I have, I was an actress in London for, since the 90s. So that's aging me somewhat. But I have performed at the Globe Theatre. I was one of the troupe of actors that perform regularly for the tourists that came through. We would do stage fighting, stage combat.
Oh, yeah.
So we would basically be doing stage combat performances for audiences.
Yeah.
And so I can say that I've actually performed on the Globe stage, which is pretty cool.
That is, yeah, that's amazing.
And that's on the South Bank in London. And I was trained at Central School of Speech and Drama, which I think that one of our most famous alumni would be the late Carrie Fisher. So
Really?
Princess Leia trained at the same school that I did.
Is that right?
Yes, which is amazing. And then I was taught by some really fantastic teachers who taught Ralph Fiennes, Kenneth Branagh,
Yeah.
Emma Thompson. I mean, lots of the greatest British actors that ever walked the face of the earth. So,
Yeah.
and then I got to be very glamorous and travelled around a lot and worked. And I also sung, so I was a singer. And I used to actually work for Apple computers. Mm-hmm. So when they were bringing out all the Apple music, like the in-house Apple programs and software, I was touring with Steve Levine, who is a great producer, but he was the producer for Culture Club, which was a 1980s band with the wonderful Boy George as the front man. So he was my producer, effectively. I got to work with some amazing people.
Paul
I've had my music. I wrote music with a friend of mine, and it was played to some very famous people, including the wonderful Hans Zimmer, who's like my idol. Ridley Scott, another one of my idols. Jerry Bruckheimer. So there was some really powerful people that heard my music early on, and it was really nice that they were very supportive.
So at what age did you know this is the kind of thing you wanted to do?
I mean, acting, I think, was always in my blood.
Yeah.
I think my first performance, my mum said, was when I was 3, and she was teaching at the international school in Tehran, actually, in Iran. We lived in Iran for about a year or 2 until things happened and we couldn't live there anymore.
Right.
But she taught there, and I was a tree in her production of Little Red Riding Hood.
Okay.
And I was very upset because I wanted to be Little Red Riding Hood, but she thought it was unfair that the teacher's daughter would be Little Red Riding Hood, so she made me a tree.
But I'm sure you would have been amazing.
Amazing tree. I was amazing tree.
An amazing Red Riding Hood. Yeah.
And the wonderful thing about being in London, thank you. The wonderful thing about being in London is that we have lots of wonderful theatre companies and schools, which are specifically set up for theatre and the performing arts, and which they don't really have as much over here in America. Everything's kind of through colleges. So you study at a college. But in England, we have, now there's like 3 or 4, but the ones that were famous when I was a kid was Sylvia Young's Theatre School and Italia Conti. Sylvia Young Theatre School, sorry, and Italia Conti. There's now the Brit School and another one, I can't remember what the other one's called, but they are entirely for children. So it's like being at school, but the focus is on theatre, dance, art, music. And I got to train there, which was fun. And I actually did my first audition at 9 for The Adventures of Pippi Longstocking.
Oh, I love those stories.
It was made into a movie, and it was directed by the same director. I actually can't remember his name. I didn't do my research before. Who did Annie, the original Annie. And I remember having to walk along a tightrope and call to my little monkey, Mr. Nelson. That's all I remember of the audition. It was I was terrified. To be honest, I was absolutely terrified. I probably didn't act again for like 5 years after that. I was so scared. And then then I got into. I did a degree in art, in visual communication and design, and I wanted to be a set designer. That was my actual original plan. And then I did a postgraduate diploma in theatre at the Central School of Speech and Drama, and at another school called London Academy of Performing Arts, which doesn't exist anymore, but that was fun. And then I went into acting, like almost full time. And then I was in some movies and some TV shows and some theatre. I got to play Juliet. I've been Lynn.
Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc, Lynn in Cloud 9, Carol Churchill's Cloud 9. I was, Inez in Jean-Paul Sartre's No Exit, or Weak Clos, I think it's sometimes called.
So we've got to take a break, but I want to find out how the two of you met, and then we need to hear from the girls about their acting career, because obviously the nut did not fall far from the tree, is a Texas expression.
That's a great one.
For Simone, and also now for these two. So I want to tell you to stay with us. There's more of the show ahead, but today's show is brought to you by Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco, your friend in the car business. Stay with us. There's more of the show ahead.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries to your most breathtaking destinations and in countless unforgettable memories.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Alan Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues and those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
If I had somebody that was looking for a car, I would definitely recommend Alan Samuels. The trust that I have, the care that they take, they genuinely want to take care of you. They really ask for your feedback when you go to the support department to make sure they're taking care of you in every way possible. So I really appreciate that they listen to your feedback.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
And we are back with the Von Maddox family singers. No, not singers. They're actors. They're the acting troupe. Rick Maddox and Simone. And Simone is going to be opening later this week on Thursday in The Odd Couple. Cannot wait to see you perform in that, my friend. But these two beautiful ladies are going to be in Shrek the Musical, and that is coming up, let's see, April 24th through the 26th. So it's a kind of a long weekend. And this is the kids' version, right? So how long is the show? It's
about 30 minutes.
30 minutes, okay.
I'd say an hour.
No, it's 30 minutes.
Okay, so what roles will you be playing in Shrek the Musical?
I'll be playing Mama Bear. And yeah, I'm not an ensemble like her.
Okay, what about you, Chloe?
I'm one of those little robots from Duloc.
Oh, okay. That sounds like fun.
I'm also a guard.
Okay. Often you get double cast into other roles depending on, do you have a costume change? Yeah, probably will. So I understand you're involved, Simone, with the set on this one.
On my other hat, so yes, I became a set designer, and so I've been working on, that's actually how we kind of met in LA. And yeah, I'm doing the set design for Shrek, and we actually have just come back from building more pieces, and we're building a giant dragon puppet.
Ooh.
Yes, me and Petra are very excited about this dragon puppet.
Yeah.
It's going to have blinking eyes and a moving mouth and wings that expand. So
Ooh.
it's going to be very...
Wow.
It's going to be very...
You kind of have to be sort of an engineer too, don't you?
Well, luckily we have a lot of wonderful parent volunteers that are going to be helping us.
Right.
And we happen to have some very talented engineers that happen to be parents.
Yeah,
So I'm
and that's good.
And here's your project. So
That's always a good thing.
So I don't have to think of everything else. I like to call myself. I was technically a production designer. In most of my credits are production design. So that's basically the person who kind of, with the director, works together with the heads of department and creates the look of the movie or film or theatre.
And that's everything, the costumes and everything
yes.
that...
And then what happens is then those get siphoned off to other people. So you have the head of costume, the head of makeup, and then they are also creatively individuals who have ideas and bring those to the table. And then all I do is make things look pretty. That's basically...
I love it. I love it.
I have carpenters and wonderful people who build things for me, and I just go, okay, I'm going to put things there and make it pretty. So, I mean, yeah, it's great.
So I want to hear about Prince of Egypt. Were you both in Prince of Egypt?
I was.
Okay, you were. Okay, so tell me about that role, because it was a fabulous production. It was amazing, and my granddaughter, about your size, were able to be here in town for it, and it was wonderful. So tell me about what role did you have in that?
Well, I was a slave in the Egyptian production, and it was really fun. I liked how the scenes changed, and yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, good. And I understand you designed those gigantic, what were they called?
Anubises.
Right.
Yes.
When we walked into the theater, the auditorium there at Midway Performing Arts, where they staged it, and just took your breath away.
So we had Phil would design the whole set, but he's an amazing carpenter and person, that he's just a creative person. And then I did just the Anubises. So,
Yeah.
And I think that was Kelly was like, oh, would you like to make an Anubis? I'm like, sure. She's like, I want it to be 20 foot tall. I'm like, okay. And you have to make it out of paper. So it was actually made out of cardboard and chicken wire.
It's always fun when I get back from work and I get back to the farm and Simone's out in the back spray painting, making something, and it's like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm making 20-foot tall Anubises. Of course you are.
I have done a giant W for Waco Creative for Fiona Bond.
For Fiona, yeah.
Lovely Fiona.
Yes.
And so I did a giant W for that, and that was, I think, used at the rodeo, the hot
couple years ago,
HOT
the rodeo, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun, and Chloe helped on that too.
I drew a ladybug on the back.
She did. But yeah, they were really great actresses. They had a history fair yesterday, and they got to play. They had to be a Egyptian architect and William Shakespeare. So Aria got to be William Shakespeare and had to do a whole speech about his life.
Oh, really?
And everything. Yeah.
Yes. Did you do it in the original Shakespearean
We tried.
iambic pentameter and all that?
No, it didn't rhyme. But yeah, they were also in Moana. I don't know if you saw the Moana performance last summer. That was really fun. I got to be the set designer for that.
Was that your favorite one? What was it about it you loved?
I just like that my friends were there.
Well, and that's what I've noticed about the whole acting thing, is that you do kind of become a family
Yes.
with the people that you're with, because it's such an intense
Yeah.
time when you're working on a show, and then when it's over, you just sort of like this sort of letdown. Okay, so you mentioned that you met in LA. I want to hear Rick's version of how you met.
Well, yes, like she had come to LA after we had been pen pals for a while.
Pen
and
pals, pen pals.
We're gonna really date ourselves here, but we actually met each other originally on MySpace.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yeah, anyone over like 40, let that sink in a second. So
MySpace.
Yeah. Facebook was just a little thing developing. So, but that's how we connected. And I think you were doing like modeling something in France.
I was doing modeling.
Yeah,
yes.
so French model, beautiful British woman reaches out to me on MySpace. I'm thinking it's a fake profile, but
Yeah,
no,
this
she was
can't be
very
real.
That was before AI as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Way before.
So there was, even before Photoshop, I think. So I have, so anyway, we struck up a conversation. I think it went on for about 7 years, I think, of just, back and forth. And then finally she had come to LA, and I got her a job on some movie sets with some producer friends of mine, and kind of helped bridge the visa gap there, and got her working, and she did fantastic. And pretty soon after that, I mean,
technically, he was doing a film project called Traveller of the East, which is actually a really great short film that he wrote, and it's kind of inspired or an homage to his youth and Never Ending Story, which is one of our favorite.
I love
stories.
that film. My kids watched it over and
It's
over.
amazing.
I'm obsessed.
And might be coming to a theatre near you. So it's a great story, and it's about a little boy. You can tell me the story. Tell the story, and I'll tell what I did.
Well, I'm sure. I'm sure you know the never-ending story.
No, not the never-ending story. Your story, silly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, So basically, we connected. I had a really, really radical supernatural experience coming to Christ in 2015, right around April, and really shook me to the core and just kind of rattled me up. And I think Simone and I were living together, and something shifted, and then Simone had a similar experience, and we just decided, hey, let's give this a go. Let's get married, and let's do this. And it was best decision by far I ever made. Yeah. We had to go from a tiny little apartment in LA to COVID hit. We had to move to Texas. We had family here, came back, and then got a farm, active hay farm. So that was learning how to do all that really fast. And then just, keeping up with everything. And here we are. I mean, and beautiful children, and it's just...
I was trying to get him to plug his short film, but that's a different story.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to say what Traveller of the East was about.
Oh yes, sorry.
That's where I was going.
Yep,
you went in a different direction.
I completely missed that.
That was how I kind of got into the set design thing, because he asked me to transform his little apartment bedroom into a 1970s.
Oh yes, yes.
A 1970s kids' bedroom.
That was phenomenal.
And then he turned around to me and said, "Oh, and I've only got $100 to do it with."
My budget is very small.
Yeah, if that 100, if that. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Okay.
So I was like, sure, because I'm trying to impress him. I'm like, yeah, sure, I can do that. And then I'm like, what? Okay. And I just raided this little old lady that he lived with's house for different things that looked like they were from the 70s. And
luckily, she had a lot of stuff.
Yes. Yeah. And then I went to Goodwill and raided the rest of that, and then digitally or artistically created the rest of it. And then it did look 1970s. We did actually manage to pull it off. So that kind of pushed me back into what I love doing most. So then I spent the next 6 years. I was in LA for 6 years. So. Creating sets for various projects, some of which are now playing on Amazon and Netflix, and which is kind of cool when you see your name up in the credits. And then I got invited to go to for the Rose Parade.
Yeah, so, how did that whole gig
So I applied
come
for
about?
it. I saw a job come up, and it said looking for an art director for a float for the Rose Parade.
Yeah.
And I thought that'd be cool. I didn't really know anything about the Rose Parade.
That's on my bucket list, just to see these floats that are
They're
crafted
incredible.
entirely of flowers.
They were incredible. Incredible. I can send you some video footage of the actual float. It's on YouTube. But so it was 2015. We had just gotten married. So we got married here in Texas. We got married down in Blanco. And
A friend of mine's ranch down there.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I remember that I think it was actually the night after. It would have been our honeymoon night. I got a call saying, "Oh, could you start work like in a week?"
I remember that.
I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
Because they had, I think they had let go of their art director who was on the project, and they needed someone like ASAP.
Right
so
away, yeah.
I went up, and it was in Pasadena. Where was it? Where was the place that I went to?
It was Irwindale.
Irwindale. Thank you. I can't remember everyone.
It was a commute, yeah.
It was a commute because we were in like Thousand Oaks, and I had to. Well, we were in Woodland Hills.
You were pregnant with Aria.
I wasn't. I didn't know I was at the time. I did
Okay,
not know
yeah.
I was pregnant with Aria at the time.
But she was driving 2 hours out, 2 hours back.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And then
4 a.m. back late. Yeah.
Got to so I spent 3 months doing it. So again, an entire carpentry team, welders, some very amazing people. But these floats are huge. They're like
Massive.
20
Massive.
to 50 feet, like long, and then as tall. And there was 4 floats that were done by this company called. It doesn't exist anymore. But there was 4 floats that were done, and one of them was PBS. That's their float, and it was Downton Abbey.
Yeah, which was hot.
It was
at the
Downton
time,
Abbey.
yeah.
And I was like,
LA Lakers was another one.
LA Lakers was another one, and then the others was Sing Poli, and I can't remember the 4th one. But we actually won awards for all 4 floats. But the biggest win was the Queen's Cup, the Queen's Trophy. Actually, it's called the Queen's Trophy, and it's for the best use of flowers and effect on it. It's like the most prestigious.
It's a
of all
pretty
of the
awesome award.
awards.
That is amazing.
And we also won the other award. I can't remember what that one was called, but we also won it for the Sing Poli float, which had the dragon that breathed fire. But what was
Back to
great
making a
was
dragon, yeah.
what was amazing was just because we did all the kind of groundwork and created the float, and then I did all the foam work and did all the kind of swans and like doves and the details on the Downton Abbey building, the manor house. And then it goes to the Rose Bowl, and then thousands of volunteers line up. They're given little bowls of seeds and like flowers and like it has to be organic matter, anything that's organic.
Right.
And then it's kind of like painting by numbers. So you basically tell them, okay, this is 1. Anything with a 1 on it is going to be
Is this.
painted. This is this. You're going to have to glue this on. So they glue it on, and it's like so the whole float is covered in organic matter.
And it has to be done just like right away before.
Yes, well, it's done about 2 or 3 weeks up to the event.
Yeah.
And then at the last part is the florists. So then you have a team of professional florists that come in, and you're like, make it so. And they do these beautiful floral arrangements, and each flower has a little water vial.
Oh, to keep them fresh.
Yes, each one, and they're literally poked into the foam.
Yeah.
And it's extraordinary to watch. And actually, the Downton Abbey float was filmed for PBS, where they actually filmed it in like speed frame, like they did it over a period of time. So time lapse video of it being constructed. So
And what year was that?
2015 to 16, because it's
right.
New Year's. Yeah, it's New Year's Day when it goes up.
Oh, okay.
So it would have been the 2016 winner.
So you began that process a year before.
Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah. I was so fascinated when I heard that about you. But we've been talking about acting, and so I want to ask the girls, is there something that you found to be difficult about acting, or is it all just kind of more like fun? Or how would you describe what you've done so far? Because you've been in several different shows.
Well, I would describe it as like, it's not crazy, but it's okay.
It's fun.
It's fun, yeah, it's fun.
Oh, and you have to listen because you've got a director that's telling you, the things they want you to do, right?
But if, like, the first 3 I did, I was really interested in. But the Shrek I am kind of like yay about it, but not as much as the Snow Queen in Prince of Egypt and all my others.
What was it about the Snow Queen or what was it that? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, because we had talked about that earlier, that your favorite thing you did was the Snow Queen. So what was it about that you loved?
Well, I really liked it because I was the reindeer in the Snow Queen, and I got to like be really close and play with my two best friends in acting, and I was really close with them in the play, so it was kind of fun. Well, it was really fun, and it was nice.
Yeah. Back to Prince of Egypt, though. I understand you're Jewish by heritage.
My father is.
Your
yes.
so
Yeah.
what
My
did
mother's
that mean
Christian.
to you to see
Amazing.
her in Prince of
Yes.
Egypt?
I pretty much cried every time they came on singing
Yeah.
Ashira.
Yes.
It was.
Yes, it was full circle.
I mean, it is one of those. Prince of Egypt was one of my favorite movies, I think, ever. I never really understood the beauty of it until it was made into that magical movie. And to hear my daughter singing Ashira, which is the basically the slave song, which is to praise God. Sorry, excuse me.
Yes.
Was just it was pretty extraordinary. It even gets me emotional just thinking about it. So yeah.
It was pretty surreal. Both of us next to each other, like thinking about, wow, this is, if her Saba or if her any of her like would have seen, like it's just so powerful.
I know my grandma always wanted me to learn Hebrew, and I never did. So sorry, Grandma.
Yeah.
Hey, there's still time.
I was going to say there's still time. Chloe, you got a gentle spirit. What is your favorite part about being in Shrek the Musical?
My favorite part is just
She likes singing and dancing. That's for sure.
She loves dancing.
I like dance.
You like dancing? Do you take like dance lessons aside from what you do with children's theater? Or?
She did. We haven't done it for a while, but I think we'll probably go back to doing it again. Yeah. She did ballet when she was little. So did Aria. They both did ballet. They sing at school. They sing at their school. But yeah. So
They're in second and third grade, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
What do you like about dance, though, Chloe?
I just like I like expressing.
Can you express yourself? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I hear there's a farm with over 100 animals and maybe a wish for a ferret. Tell me about that.
Oh, dear.
Well, I've been wanting a ferret, but like Chloe has a puppy and it's pretty hard to take care of. So I'm thinking of an animal in a cage, like a ferret, a parrot, or a cat. Well, a cat I would keep. I would keep a cat in a cage, but they're more cleaner.
We have five farm cats that are outside.
That's right.
I'd like to point out how many animals we actually already have, and we've had this conversation, and ferret is definitely not on the.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
We have over 40 birds, so we have chickens predominantly, but mixed from every kind of breed. We have like 15 ducks, 2 peacocks.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
those are noisy things.
Yeah,
But
he's actually
gorgeous.
kind of an
Gorgeous.
alarm. He's actually a really good guard
Yeah,
dog.
they are kind of like a guard dog.
And then we have 4 dogs, 5 cats, 4 rabbits, 3 horses, 6 goats, and 3 tortoises.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
That's right.
We used to have 2 donkeys and we used to have a pig.
Oh, you used to have a pig too.
Now, the donkeys were loud.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of donkeys.
They were loud.
Okay, so growing up in London, did you ever imagine this would be life for you?
This is all I imagined. That was the problem. I grew up in London. I'm not a city girl by heart. It's not in me. So I lived in a very nice area called Hampstead, which is like North London. It's very green. It's called the Green Belt. So it's been protected from being overdeveloped, and it's pretty much wild as it was back in the day, hundreds of years ago. And I always wanted to ride horses. That was my thing. And my dad found a place for me to ride horses. And, that was before the internet. I don't know even how he found it. But I was originally taught to ride horses by gypsies. There were some gypsies that would go to the local fair and they would take the pony rides at the fair. And so he just stopped one day and said, "Can you teach my daughter how to ride a horse?" And they were like, "Sure." So that was originally it. But I always wanted to farm. So, and I wanted my children to be brought up in an environment which was not, everything's now it's even worse. Everything's digital, everything's like close up. And I like the idea that they can just run around. We have
Go pick up
20
bugs,
acres.
be a kid.
Yes, get dirty.
Barefoot, run around, get dirty,
And that's kind of where I loved animals from when I was a kid. They love animals too, which makes me happy. So, but they get to be creative and make things outside. And
So you've mentioned how much you love Civic Theater. What does it mean to support the arts like this in the community?
Well, I think it's with all of us, the arts are very important to us. And like Simone mentioned, in Texas, I grew up as a kid in South Texas where it was pretty much sports. And then eventually there was and football became everything. But even in art class, I loved art. I loved all these things. And I just think as I left Texas and I actually went up to New York and got exposed more to the arts and theater, and this was, quite a while back. I was just coming back as being part of Waco, just realizing how important it is to the community, to the youth, to adults. I mean, even adults that have worked their lives away and they've wanted to do something in an elder age and say, "Hey, I've always wanted to do this." And I think the Civic stands for that. It really is an open platform that is, it's just open to all types of personalities and backgrounds, and just really a chance to come to this central place and express yourself through wonderful, composers and writers and directors and just a good family. I remember when I went just recently going into the reading for Kiss Me Kate, there was like a production, like people rehearsing for something over here, people rehearsing, there was like 5 different things going on.
There's always something going on at
So
Waco
like
Civic,
really, like Kelly has been really good about, in Petra with the after school program, like just really maximizing every bit of that beautiful space. So, I mean, for us, I think, or at least for me, I think also from a financial point, starting to donate to the Civic, it not only do they need it, but they're really being wise stewards about the donor dollars and the money that they're getting, which is, for me as a donor, it's like, wow, okay, well, maybe I need to look a little deeper into what they're doing. And now what it means to my family. It's now you're influencing and giving memories to my children that they're going to remember, so.
And we've both taught, I've taught art and drama. I taught that at Live Oak and classical school, and Rick's taught, obviously he has his own theatre school now, but he's also taught kids. And just what I think, I love the arts, all arts. I mean, and I've never really played an instrument very well, but I've done music and theatre and art throughout my whole life since I was a child. I won an art competition when I was 9 for a TV channel called ITV.
You got a letter from the Queen.
I did. I got a letter from the Queen.
Really?
I just feel like the art community is so important now, and especially as an English person coming over to America, there's a lot more emphasis on sports out here, which bewilders me a bit, because I'm like, I don't know who to support. So, but I mean, we only have football. Soccer. I don't.
Yeah, we call it something different. Yeah.
I just can't say that word. But yes, because football is the real kind of the real kind of anthem game over in the UK. And I have lots of
scarves with the colours and all that.
And they get very passionate about it. But here it's like there's so many sports. You've got baseball, you've got football, you've got basketball. And it's like, so you have to have a different team each time. So I think that with art and the arts, it's for all those people who want to express themselves in maybe a different way. And I'm an asthmatic, so I could never really be a sports star, but I could paint and I can perform. And I love the inclusivity and the diversity of theatre and art and music. And like my husband was saying, like, you know, all walks of life, anyone, you can come from anywhere. You're welcome with open arms, and it's very supportive and encouraging. And I love what it's doing for my kids are maybe a little bit shy, which is interesting considering I was actually quite shy as a child. So, but it's wonderful to see children express themselves and coming out of their shells, and you know, that all the great things that will do for them in the future. So it gives them like confidence to speak and public speaking, and I'm always an advocate for the arts, and advocate for theatre, particularly drama. I think drama should be taught from little kiddies all the way through to high school, whereas most schools, I think, focus on just drama being in the high school. Mm-hmm. So I think it's really, like our local public school doesn't even have an art teacher. And I find that sad that there's people in my community right outside my doorstep who've never seen a live theatrical performance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And they've never been taught how to use watercolors. Like, to me, that's
crazy.
Yeah, it's
wild.
Crazy. Yeah.
So, and I think the emphasis to be involved with Waco Civic's amazing. To be involved with a group of people who are collaborative and who are encouraging of like communities which aren't able to go to the arts. You know, because we went to, what was it, the Broadway Dallas, which was superb, but the tickets are like $100-something.
Right.
Like, who can afford that? We can barely afford that. So it's like, you know, well, I would love to see it being a bit more accessible.
Yes.
And I think that's what Waco Civic's so great at doing. It's making it accessible to everybody. And a lot of the art programs, I mean, under Fiona Bond, all the wonderful art programs that she's doing around Waco, I'm really excited about where Waco's going to go, like where it is now, and then where it's going to go. And I think it's really an exciting time to be here.
Yeah, and I think the STEAM Center, the Bledsoe Miller STEAM Center.
I haven't even been there yet.
Oh gosh, you have to. You have to.
Go, kids.
Yes, you girls will love it. It put the the STEM, subjects, but they put the AM for arts.
Yes.
And so the arts aspect there at the Bledsoe Miller STEAM Center, wonderful. Yes, you really must
I know.
check that out.
It's on my checklist, but yes, it's been so busy.
Well, and it's for all ages. Well, we've run out of time for our my lightning round we were going to do, but we do a couple. So, girls, what is your favorite sound?
Huh?
You have a favorite sound?
Maybe a meow.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Mine's like a crowd saying hooray.
A crowd saying hooray.
Okay, yeah. What is your least favorite sound? I'll ask Mom.
My alarm clock.
Yeah, okay.
A puppy whining to go outside.
I think I've asked you some of these questions before, Rick, but I'm going to ask the two of you. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Oh, that's a great question.
Okay, well, I'll start. Creatively, spiritually, and emotionally. Creatively, what turns me on is risk and boldness. That turns me on, like really going there, not like really putting yourself out there creatively. Spiritually, wisdom, just wisdom above all things. Wisdom, Proverbs. I could read through Proverbs several times back and forth. And then emotionally, it's I always think of like those scenes in like a Disney movie or in Encanto where the grandmother finally realizes and has a discovery, and they're traveling back to the journey of where she became who she was. And so I think, I don't know, maybe revelation, change, inspiration, some kind of inspiration of wanting to do something differently. That really emotionally gets me stirred.
Oh, man, that's wonderful. What turns you off creatively, spiritually, or emotionally, Simone?
Oh, gosh, that would be the opposite of what I was thinking for.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, she had to do that.
No, that's okay. No, I'm just sort of streamlining this.
So I think, what I love about what turns me off on creatively is collaboration and being part of a tribe, finding a tribe, being
Turns
a
you
family.
off or turns you
on. So
Turns
off
you
would be
on.
the
Okay.
opposite. So the off would be to be alone. Like for me, I think I'd be more. I'm not as inspired when I'm working on my own in a cubicle. That would be
Right.
So my friends are graphic designers, and I love them all dearly. But I to be sitting in front of a computer screen for hours and hours and hours and hours in a little cubicle, isolation would not make me creatively inspired. Spiritually, I think it's almost the same. Yeah, I love worship, so that would be my my massive turn on is worshiping the Lord. So I think it would be being away from Him, not being able to worship. So being in a country where you're not able to praise Jesus or whichever religion or faith you are, not being able to be true to yourself and not being able to have freedom. So yes, the opposite of freedom.
Yeah.
So control or
And then
oppression. There you go. And then emotionally, oh goodness, some family would be that's what makes me emotional. That's what makes me happiest and most passionate. So I think, being alone would be, I think obviously the loneliness part of any of those things, isolation. There you go.
Oh, wonderful answers. I love kind of hearing your heart about those things. You're going to be starring, though, in The Odd Couple, a female version, Waco Civic Theatre, coming up, opening on Thursday, the 9th.
Yes.
And it'll be run that weekend and then the following weekend.
Yes.
And there will be a couple of matinee performances.
Yes, on Saturdays there'll be matinees. There's 2 performances, and then Sundays a matinee.
Sunday's a matinee as well. And then these beautiful young ladies will be in Shrek the Musical.
Yes.
And that's toward the last part of April.
Yeah, and it's going to be lots of fun. The music's really great. There's some really good musical numbers in it.
Yeah, and check out the Dragon.
And
that
the
you've-
Dragon, yeah.
The Dragon and the Shreks and there's 2 different casts as well. So there's a lot of kids doing it. And then, it's been really fun.
All right, and then Kiss Me Kate coming up mid-May. For you, we're going to hear you sing.
Gosh, yes, that's
Can't wait.
That's
I
that's
can't
gonna be
wait.
interesting.
And then the big deal, you're doing the series. We'll just have to kind of wait and see where it lands.
I think once I get the okay to speak more about it and we kind of get it going more, then I'd love to come back.
But does it have a title? No. Yes.
Right now, it's changed, but right now it's BioCross is the title. I can say that. I mean, that's what it is.
Well, I have thoroughly enjoyed you girls are awesome, getting to be with you and to hear how excited you are about being on the stage here in Waco, and we're just so grateful for the Waco Civic Theatre and all they do. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Ann.
It's been such a great experience.
Oh, well, that's great. Want to tell you that Universal Windows is also sponsoring today's show. You can transform your home with our premium window door and siding installation services. Universal Windows Direct Central Texas makes upgrading your home simple and stress-free. Call Universal Windows Direct Central Texas today, located in Woodway. That's Universal Windows Central Texas. .com. There you go. So, see you later.
Certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
I had a panic moment running my hands through my hair, and that's when I found Keeps. Keeps gave me the results that I was really looking for.
I definitely felt a lot more confident once I saw my hair coming back.
Keeps has given me the control of my hair back.
Get your first month free at Keeps.com.
It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro.
This is a Rogue Media Network production.